Hi guys, and welcome back. I don't know what this idiot's doing.
Girl, we
feel
my
like we're
Aaliyah
looking
thing
a lot
today.
like Aaliyah right now.
We love her.
Yes, Lily. I remember the day that she died
Oh,
because
God.
Tiffany never woke up before like 12 o'clock. I was getting ready for church. And Tiffany called me on three-way with Lauren at like 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was like,
What's happening?
She was like, Aaliyah died. And I was like, who is Aaliyah? Because I just knew she was talking about somebody from our school. And then I got the understanding that she meant Aaliyah, like our Lily. And oh my gosh, it was so terrible.
It was really the worst.
Like, because that morning we were getting ready to go to school, like I was doing my little cousin's hair, and they were playing Aaliyah, you know, everything, every song, and like I was crying. And so I was like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, these are her songs.
These are her songs. You're so dramatic right now.
No, and then when we got to school, the vice president,
What?
the vice principal, the tall one, the skinny at the ninth grade center. Anyway, I was like going to class and like eyes were like bloodshot red. And he was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm okay, guys. So we were talking the other day and we were talking about how there's like a generational migration, if you will, going on, like away from traditions, away from the way we think and handle things like all together. Like it's just really, really changing for us, I guess the millennials, since y'all like to call us that. But yeah, no, like there's a big change.
Yeah, it really is. And I know I've noticed it even with myself and just like talking to my parents, and you can really see like the change in like multiple aspects in our lives, and like what we find is like our core values. Not even, I won't say core values, but kind of like, you know, like the American dream has really changed a lot. And you know what I mean?
But you know, a lot of that, I know we keep tagging on social media, but like that has really changed like how we perceive things.
Sorry, I have to laugh at that.
What?
Change. I'm a little drunk there. She keep going.
We see like their lifestyles, and not that we haven't ever, like we didn't already want that, because I know personally between the two of us, we've always had like this delusion of grandeur, if you will. We've always had those thoughts, but it's like, you know, when you think about, and not necessarily me, because I think I have a pretty good grasp on like what's obtainable and what's not. Right. But like, you know, it's like now we think, oh well, you know, I gotta do this and I gotta have this and I gotta do that for like my life to be complete. Like this is these are my goals I'm going for. It's like you're not gonna be going sailing on a yacht in France every, you know, time you feel like it. Like it's not even possible. Yeah, it's like what world are you living in? It's like these people are millionaires and some of them billionaires, and they have like all these, you know, deals, endorsements, and these signing bonuses of like $250,000. You know, it's just like there's a lot of things that go into them doing this stuff. Why are you crying?
Tears of joy. Okay, I'm crying because I'm never gonna have those. I hate you so much.
I know y'all probably couldn't see that, but there was a tear coming over her eye.
No, honestly, social media has really like hurt us all in a lot of ways. It's been a huge hindrance because it's like
rose-colored glasses.
You know, for real, it's like a lot of those people literally have generational wealth, and then like
that too.
That's a big
like
portion
old money
of it.
is a very big part of that.
It's and compound interest that we will never have access to. So you need to like get those thoughts out of your head.
But if they did that, then we'd be a lot better off. Like everybody like really stopped trying to be what they're seeing on social media. Like the rest of being so superficial. Yeah, and we'd be a lot better off.
It's gonna be a minute for that happens.
It is.
It really is.
But it's just like, you know, like our idea of marriage now. Like a lot of people are just like, oh, well, you know, what's the point of getting married because
I gotta say this. Hold up. because social media has messed up a lot of guys' heads. Because I feel like men always feel like they're missing out on something. Like,
Yes.
oh, like I'll hang on to this girlfriend, but you know, I know there's something better out there. So social media has these men thinking that like they're gonna get these women. Know that these people, this is like a full production, people's Instagram. Like it's not like, oh, I'm chilling, like, oh, we're taking pictures. No, they got lights set up, you know, like
their friends are like angled down,
you know,
all this stuff.
It's like so much that goes into that, and I feel like that's what's even more so pushing people off for marriage. That's a whole nother subject, but that's like another aspect of it, because men feel like, oh well,
there's so much out there.
Oh well, she's a little bit better, so I may have a chance at this woman.
Right.
She's so close to me, like I could just be in her DM.
Oh my goodness. Literally just had this conversation with one of my guy friends, Friday.
Yeah.
He was talking about that, like, you know, you have like the person you're dating, but you get on social media and it's like a menu. It's like when you have too many choices on the menu, and it's just like, we do that all the time. Like, I don't know what to eat,
having so many
I want this, I want that. It's like, you know, it's just like, okay, well, I know that their burgers are really good here. Like, I love their burgers. It's my favorite thing. It's actually what I came here for. But then I looked at the menu and noticed, oh, they added something new.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, maybe I can get the burger, but then, I mean, I can try this new thing, and I can always get the burger the next time. No, you can't get the burger the next time.
Thank you. That burger's gone.
Burger's gone. Our generation is getting married later.
Right.
It's no longer like coming right out of college and like, what's your college sweetheart, and like that's it. Like that's gone. Like we're getting married later, or we have like all these like long-term unconventional relationships where it's like, oh, we have 2 kids, guess we'll get married now. Like you have a lot of that going on. Now I myself don't really, that's not my idea of what I want, so I haven't done that. But that is the reality of like what's going on. Yeah,
and a lot of people are cool with just kind of like having kids and seeing where this will go with that person they had kids with. And
like
hold on, I gotta bring this up. This girl who I was with, not who I was with, but who I was working with. Look, guys, Ashley's drinks, okay.
Tell me my drink
run strong.
Like,
what's happening to me? Anyway, so I worked with her a couple of years ago. She was really young. She like started having kids really young. She had like I think 3 kids at the time, 3 different baby dads, and she was with a new guy, and he wanted to be with her, you know, with all these different kids. And I think they had a kid on the way, and she was just
so
like
4.
Exactly.
How old was she?
Like 23, early 20s. So young, exactly. Yeah, all of that. Oh, no judgments.
No, I mean everybody's life path is their path with Jesus.
They did not understand my life of getting married at 30. They're just like, you're gonna be old and lonely and and dried up and stuff. So anyway, and so yeah, we were talking about that, and she was just like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be with him because you know I'm still young, and you know I'm
like,
still
dating somebody 3 kids ago.
You have aged yourself about 30 years.
You know, really, you're about 35.
I'm like
40 in divorce.
Right. You're like 55 in divorce. You need to stay with this man. He wants to be with you. He loves you. With all these baby daddies, girl, no.
He is the one for you.
He is the one. And she was really adamant that she, you know, had this life to live with all these options and stuff. I was like, okay. And I was like, I feel like our generation is very delusional. Like they do, like.
Now that's true.
It is. We have too many choices, like in every aspect of life. We can't ever make a decision because there's so many.
And it's all unsure. And the thing is,
and a lot of the options are worse.
Boy, are they worse. You should have stayed at home.
You should have stayed at home. Always good advice.
Speaking of home though, right? Okay, so like, you know, we know what it is with marriage. Like it's just we're all just doing it later, I guess.
Right.
That's the thing, or not doing it at all. I don't know.
Basically.
Okay, so like home ownership. You know, that used to be like
You made it.
Yeah, like oh, I own a house. You know, and it's like for me. I feel like I won't be buying a house until I'm married because there's just so much that comes with that house. First of all, whoever I do end up with, if you own a home before I get there, we are selling it. I don't want nobody knowing. No, I'm so serious though, but it's like, because you're living a bachelor life and you have a home, there's like, it's one thing to live a bachelor life in like an apartment. It's like a different level of bachelor. But when you have a house and you're like single,
That's
as a man, ain't no telling what has happened there.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I'm gonna have to come in there with my sage and my bleach and like get this all out of here. No, but like this is too much. So I'm just like, I wouldn't even want to buy a house like right now. Like when I think about home ownership, like at this point, if I were to like go ahead and buy a house, it would be a townhome or something that I know I'm about to move out of because it's gonna be money.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna rent it out. Like that's my thought on that.
And then especially as a woman, as a single woman, like normally a house is too much. And then I'm very traditional woman. We both kind of are. I'm not mowing the lawn. I'm not fixing the garage. Like all of that kind of stuff. So like I don't even. That's what I'm saying. That's like not even
in the yard though.
I'm not a yard. I can't yard work. None of that kind of stuff. So I'm like, I need to be in house like washing dishes.
You want to be
doing laundry. Exactly. Like that's what I need. So like all of those things, I just feel like it's too much, but like a good townhome or an investment property would be great. And then plus I like to move around. I'm very nomadic, and so I don't want to ever feel like I have that ball and chain.
That's definitely what that is.
Yeah, in like one area. And I know like our generation, like we have access to travel a lot more, you know, flights are so much cheaper.
Much rather travel than like something that's
and again
responsible.
Like right, no, but for like again, like social media, the internet, we see what else is out there, and we're like, you know what, I do want to go.
And it's like, oh, this ticket to Dubai is on sale for $1,200. Guess I'm going to Dubai.
That ain't on sale. $1,200. It ain't gonna be like $500. Let me tell you, buy that flight for $500, $350. Okay.
For $500, I'm going to sell my eggs to get me able to get this flight. I'm going.
Sell your eggs, sell your hair, sell your face. Get on out of here, girl. And so that's how you know, like the generational gap. Like we really are blessed to have access to like.
We are living in a very blessed time.
Yeah, we are
very blessed.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's really different. And then in addition to that, just access to all this information, especially with religion, though. I think that's a big reason why a lot of us are like second guessing literally everything that we came up with. We're just like, I ain't been to church in 2 years, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything because I feel like people are just, you know, manipulating us all the time. We feel very manipulated.
That's true, and it's like a lot of us are like moving on. There's still a lot of people who are still in church. This is definitely not everybody, but there is a good majority of us who just don't go. Like I haven't been in a while, and it's not because I've lost my faith or anything like that. It's just I just haven't been, and it's like I think that as a whole, even for people who are still in church, I think that we are moving to a more personal, direct relationship. Absolutely. It's like, you know, I don't need you to tell me, you know, blah, 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 to make me live right. Like, I know he knows my heart. Like, but no, it's like, we do have that, like, that explorer type mentality. So, like, we are more open to, like, explore different things or try to get an understanding of what's going on. Like, me and one of my really good friends, we read the Bible in like 90 days or something like that. We did it with one of our apps. It's like every day we would call each other and like, you know, she reads scripture and I read it, and like, you know, we talk about it after that. It's like after we finished reading it, it was like there were so many questions still. It was like it didn't shake the faith. It just brought up like, well, what does it mean by this? And then da-da-da-da. And I'm like, well, if you're living how I'm living, then you can't be going to hell. Like, you know, it's like you have it's just a curiosity. I think our generation has just a instinctive curiosity about everything. So we question a lot of things. Right. Yeah. And just, it's a good thing to have, actually.
And what's the word I'm looking for? But we're also it's along the line, we're very cynical. I think that's the other thing. And, you know, I guess we came up in a generation where people were very fake to us and lied to us a lot, and we can see the manipulation. And I think it really did kind of cross over into our upbringing of religion. And so you made that good point of that our generation, we have more of a direct relationship. Because I know I'm very spiritual, but like I feel like I don't have to go to church and be around all of that extra. You know?
And let me say this, because I don't even know if I know personally anyone who isn't Christian, because I'm Christian, or I believe in God. I don't even know if I can call it that anymore. The Christian part, not believing in God. But no, like I don't know if I know any like practicing Jewish people or even Catholic. I think pretty much all of my friends. So I don't know if that's maybe that might just be a Christian thing, or
True.
I don't know if everyone else is moving away, but I know, point. I don't know. Somebody let us know, like,
that's a really, really
how are y'all doing that and what you believe in and all that. But like going back to that though, like I feel like we all live by these set of rules, like the golden rules, and it's like if you're treating everybody the way that you want to be treated, and you're like really are doing good deeds, then like I think we're all going to the same place.
Yeah. A lot of us have made our own religion. It's just like, this isn't that bad, and I feel overall I'm a good person, so I'm not going to hell. But I do agree. I never thought about that. Then I wonder if it's just a Christian thing right now of us moving away, and it's
not so much generalization. Well, no, I think it still is like a generational thing too, though, because you have a lot of there's a lot of like more self-proclaimed and like really vocal like atheists. Yeah. But then again, it goes back to social media. We have so much access to everything, and we're seeing so much stuff, so maybe it's not that we are reinventing the wheel. Maybe we're just now knowing that, and we're questioning everything. Right. Yeah. At the end of the day, right. We need answers. Okay? Somebody give us some answers. All right. We're not dumb. We're not sheeple. So guys, I really do want to know, like, especially if any of you guys are like practicing Buddhists or Catholics or like religions that are non-Christian based, we would love to know if this is something that your generation is seeing a difference in from like your parents' generation. And then I also wonder, but I also wonder because we grew up non-denominational Christian. So you did? Yeah. Oh, okay. So it might be different for like Baptists and for all that. But since I never really, I don't know what we were. Kind of Methodist. But yeah, but like if you weren't a denomination already, then you might be more apt to like venture out and move away from, because we were not denominational. Well, we didn't have, I'm about to say, well, we were Baptist, I believe we were really Baptist, but like I don't know if I'm Christian anymore, so it's something that I haven't really explored. I'm still in the process of, it's a journey. So, see, perfectly simple. On my journey, and so it would be very interesting to know like what other people are on their journey. Well, thanks guys. I feel like this was a good meaty conversation. It was very meaty. Bring on the meats. But yes, no, thank you for joining us, you guys. I really enjoyed today's conversation. Yeah, today's good. Yeah. See you next episode. Ta-ta.